Ryan sat hunched on a worn-out couch, thumb scrolling endlessly through job listings. The air in the apartment felt stagnant, tinged with the scent of instant noodles and old coffee. His eyes, heavy and ringed with exhaustion, flickered with a glimmer of hope each time a new notification pinged, only to fade as rejection after rejection filled his inbox.
Maybe tomorrow will be different.
He muttered, though his voice betrayed little faith. Ryan paused at his door, keys in hand, when he heard his neighbor's voice drifting through the thin walls. The neighbor spoke cheerfully about receiving disability money, describing the process in hushed, conspiratorial tones. Curiosity flickered in Ryan's eyes, and he pressed his ear closer, heart pumping with the birth of a dangerous idea.
What if I could get benefits too?
He whispered, the words tasting foreign and heavy on his tongue. The doctor, clipboard in hand, looked up expectantly as Ryan described overwhelming anxiety. His words rehearsed yet shaky. His hands trembled slightly, not from real nerves, but from the weight of the lie he was weaving. The doctor's gaze lingered, searching for sincerity. But Ryan pushed through, desperate for the lifeline he imagined on the other side.
It's gotten so bad I can barely leave my apartment,
he insisted, eyes downcast. Ryan stared at the money in his hands, the initial rush of triumph replaced by a gnawing discomfort. The room felt smaller, the silence heavier, as if the walls themselves were judging him. His fingers tightened around the envelope, but the satisfaction he'd hoped for never came.
Is this really what I wanted?
He asked the empty room, voice barely above a whisper. Ryan watched the scene unfold, jealousy and shame warring inside him. Then he overheard a whispered confession. Another lie. Another person gaming the system. The laughter felt hollow, echoing in Ryan's ears as the truth of his actions settled like lead in his stomach.
We're all just pretending, aren't we?
He thought, the question burning with regret. Ryan listened to the ringing, heart pounding as the call connected. He confessed everything to the DWP agent, voice cracking with honesty and relief. The burden lifted, replaced by the heavier but cleaner weight of accountability as he promised to return the money and confront his struggles head-on.
I'm ready to make things right,
he said, tears threatening, but resolve clear. There was a new lightness in Ryan's step, a steadiness he hadn't felt in years. Each stride toward the job interview was a step away from the shadows of his past, and toward a future built on truth. The city felt alive around him, the words echoing in his mind. Text on screen. The truth always finds its way out,